Texas versus Ohio State, a rematch of that Cotton Bowl semifinal playoff collision where the Buckeyes survived. Both replacing a lot of stars from those teams. Both expect to contend for a championship this season. Welcome, the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Texas Longhorns offense comes on the field first today. Well, this quarterback has earned a reputation as being one of the elite guys in the sport. Kirk, just an electric skill set.
Yeah, this is a guy that can really do everything for you. They do a nice job of building their offensive game plan around his skill set, and I think this offense
swarmed with a pass rush, a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years, but let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover. Here on the opening drive, he's going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. To throw, it's Sayin. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith. And
looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Back to pass. It's Manning. Catch made by the tight end. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Man, is this guy a tough matchup or what? Not only are you trying to prevent him from making just a catch, but then you got to bring him down to prevent more yards after the catch.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Well, Texas and Ohio State, the last time a part of college football history, of course, that classic collision in the Cotton Bowl. Jack Sawyer with the strip sack and scoop and score. The decisive play in an unforgettable football game.
Yeah, one of those big games that you can remember, maybe 2 or 3 plays being the difference in the game. You mentioned a play by Jack Sawyer.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Incomplete, very lucky to avoid an interception there.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. And now the handoff. Gets the first and still running. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets rid of it on the move. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes off in a bootleg. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking a sack.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. He hands it off from the gun.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down play coming up. Bootleg looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. It's caught. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a 1st down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wide end. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Running out of time in the pocket. Extending the play now. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To throw, it's Manning. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offense coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here's the toss play. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now.
On to kick it away.
The coverage team will bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. And this Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Sticking with the running game. He gets loose. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quick pass. The catch is made. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking downfield, it's Manning. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. A play action looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. The offense with plenty of field to work with. Backed up close to their own end zone. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They'll try the right side on the toss. That'll be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. And he's got it at the 15. Now set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. And the wideout goes in motion. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He makes the grab. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Third down upcoming after that completion. To keeper trying to get to the marker.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this first down here on 3rd down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line who was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down and a new set of downs.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Well, I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and the quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Makes the grab on the move. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, what a job by this defensive line getting the penetration to blow up the back in the backfield. Here they are knocking on the door at the 1-yard line for an easy touchdown, but the defensive line's quickness and jumping the count allows them into the backfield for a nice loss.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. No gain on first makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. So here we go. After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in or settle for 3? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Pass ball is incomplete, but the defense may have jumped.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
So So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Ball handed off. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the sideline. It's Smith.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a 4th down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a first down.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
The Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Hands off to the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. It's Sayin. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. With the catch, it's Tate. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
With such tough field position, at least he gets some positive yards to give your punter a little bit more room, and who knows, maybe he can flip the field for you.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. On first down, it's play action. A deep shot to the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. First down and more. He's still running. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down and 10 now. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Looking right, this one caught. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. To bootleg here. The short completion of the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
3rd down. This offense will really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he make it to the marker? Finding space at the 20. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on 2nd and goal, the offense goes with the speed to try to get the ball out to the edge. But how about this defense? Not only are they physical, but here they show what kind of speed they have as well.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. QB keeps it himself. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Trying to find room. It's Peoples. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Caught in the backfield. It's Tate. Breaking free at the 35. Look for a first down at the 37.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He read out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Keeping it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the Stix. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on 3rd down now? Looking for a man. A screen to the wide receiver. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And he's got it. No problem.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Brings up second down.
And completion makes it second and short. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. Catch is made down the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37. And it's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Misses the receiver. Incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Manning. He's looking deep down the middle. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. He missed it. Off target that time. And the miss leaves it an 8-point margin.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. He grabs it inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away, and they couldn't catch it.
This This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score Ohio State 24, Texas 16.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. It's a quarterback keeper. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And it's caught across the middle. And wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. To the air, it's Manning. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He was brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Now the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Here they come on third and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking deep downfield to the left. He makes the catch. What a snag by the junior receiver.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They make the stop, and it's a big play with a 31.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Pounding away with the run game. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
A quick pass to the flat to a receiver. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. Give the defense all the credit, recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Back to pass. It's Manning. Looking for the wideout. He's got it with room to run. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. What a catch! They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
This quarterback has been in rhythm the entire game, and Chris, with this pass, he's got now over 400 yards on the afternoon. What a day.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to chuck it again. Makes a quick catch. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Back to throw. It's Manning. Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Timeout is called here to stop the clock on this crucial possession. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, here we go, Chris. They get the touchdown, and now it's all about the two-point play. Which play do you go with? Under a minute to go and a chance to tie this game up.
So following the touchdown, now the offense looks for the two-point conversion to tie this game up late. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he doesn't get there. Huge play by the defense to hold on to this two-point lead in the final couple minutes. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
You came in expecting, Kirk, one of the best matchups of the season. In the end, number one goes down in a tough battle.
Well, Chris, you and I call these games a lot, and there's always such anticipation, but it's not often that they live up to the hype. You think about the last 5 to 10 years, we've called a bunch of them. This was a great one. I'm just glad we had the pleasure of covering it.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.